Hey everybody, and welcome back. My name is Sue and I'm from OML Embroidery. Beside me here is Lynn. Welcome, Lynn.
Hello, everybody.
Lynn is going to learn about doing blocks and a little bit more of applique. Over there is Don.
Hello.
At least he waited this time. We have our hot tamales that are actually
Really hot.
super hot, and we are going to be doing a block from Anita Gooddesign's Quaint Applique. Now this is all the fabric I have picked out from my project bin, and this is all the thread that I have used, so it's all the same. And we're going to piece this guy together. There's a lot of applique on it, so we need to get to it. I am doing the 8x8, which is the A size. So, everyone.
Let's see. Hey all
Oh.
from Don's mom.
Oh, hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. There we go.
It's Ronog's birthday.
Ronog, happy
Oh,
birthday.
happy birthday.
Yay. Yay. I'm not going to sing for you, though, Ronog. Sorry. We love you, but I'm not going to sing for you. So, I think the color choices are good. I think the bug will be good on this. It's a little ladybug. I may have to introduce another color, but we're going to see how it goes. Other than picking my fabrics, and what I did for my fabrics is I just picked the scraps that I had and put them together so it'll work. There's going to be a lot of the yellow in this because it's going to make everything pop. So I think we should go over to McDreamy and Bjorn, and I checked my bobbin, put a new bobbin in.
Yes, new bobbin.
But I think we should get started. So, Dawn, can we go over to McDreamy?
Dreamy's up.
All right. So, Lynn, what is the... Okay, I'm turning this off. I'm going to get a headache. Hold on, I got to turn off my key light. Hopefully it doesn't make much of a difference. Let's
Nope,
see.
You're good.
All right, good, because it's in my way. I can't see McDreamy's screen. Oh, a little bit. Oh, well. All right, so what's the first step when we're making a quilt block?
Placement.
Yeah, see? Repetition, you learn. I am using a dark color, as always, because I want you guys to be able to see it. Yep, the view is awesome, isn't it? I think it's perfect. So, just the lighting, I just don't feel like having the hot light right at my... I'm gonna have to reposition it. I can't get it to work right. So, yay, and Bjorn is here, of course, watching everything, and hopefully not getting run over by the hoop. I'm gonna have to move him. Bjorn is just gonna sit on the side.
You can sit with the hot tamales.
He can guard the hot tamales from Dawn. Okay, so that is our first step. Now we're gonna put our batting down, and it's gonna stitch the batting down, and it's going to be just a little bit inside, so we don't have any of the thick batting in between. So don't kill Bjorn. No, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm not gonna kill him. He just needed to move with the bigger hoop. I'm gonna put some Velcro, and I could put Bjorn like right here, upside down.
And Water's asking what fabric you're using.
I am using a layer cake from, well, Blueprint. It's you can't get it anymore, but it's called Home Holidays, Home for the Holidays. So yeah, I'm getting a delivery at some point from a different company that actually has fabric, and it is called Missouri Star, and they have lovely layer cakes and all sorts of designs, so that'll be a little bit better. Warm and natural. Yes, that is the batting that I'm using.
Nice.
It is warm and natural. So, Dawn, there's going to be lots of switching back and forth. So, can we go to the desk, Dawn?
Desk is up.
Thank you. We are going to trim this down, And make sure you use your scissors
You need
right.
to move those hot tamales out of the way?
No, I don't need you to move the hot tamales. Don't talk to me while you're chewing hot tamales either, Dawn.
Sorry.
Because I can't. I wouldn't be able to. Oh, see, if you rush too much, see how I did that? Not cool. Little cuts at the end make it a little bit better. Longer. There we go. All right, now I got my rhythm. It's going to be a little bit of a longer stitch today, but that's okay. We got lots to talk about, I'm sure.
And we have a whole box of tamales.
And we have a whole box of tamales, so when I start getting tired, I will just pop a couple of tamales, and I'll be good to go. Good to go. I'm knocking my thread, I'm knocking everything. So this block is pieced together a lot. So you can do it with scraps. You can do it with a layer cake that I am. You could change it up, do anything you want. I think it'll be cool. So, okay, speed cutting. I know. I didn't do it very well though, so I know. This is how not to trim. Dawn, can we go back to McDreamy, please?
Dreamy's up.
All right. So, can you see well enough there, Lynn? This is my first one to go on. So we're going to be creating applique blocks on, and the first one is going to be here. So that is wrong. All right, because I have all my fabric laid out, and this one is a flower.
Okay.
See how you can see it tells her right here where it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, McDreamy has a really good display. So you can tell where you're putting stuff. So it's just like any other applique. You speed cut much better than I do, says Judy Quilt. I try not to speed cut. I'm just had some hot tamales and the sugar's giving me energy. So let's see, we can pick a nice edge. So this is just scraps from the layer cake that I'm using, which is cool. Hello. It's kind of sticking here. There we go. All right. And now we're going to stitch that down. So we're going to do 6 blocks plus the big one for the butterfly. And then there's some stitching as well. So look how pretty that is. I like that. So that's going to be a flower in the corner. Very nice.
That looks very pretty.
Yeah, I kind of like the fabric. It's interesting. Boop. All right, Dawn, back to the desk.
Desk is up.
Oh, we'll wait till I get the hoop out. All right, so for this one, you don't want to trim it right up to here because we need this as a seam allowance. Because it helps us when we sew it together. If you look at the other blocks, I've left a little bit of material.
Okay.
And that's why, because if you cut it right up there, like you would, like I'm going to do right here, then it's going to be really hard to sew them all together.
Okay.
So we're going to leave the outside parts, just kind of, we're going to leave them hanging. And that'll make it easier in the end when we want to put everything together. So for this one, it's just 2 sides. No, you can cut it straight to the end. You don't have to worry about it too much. But see, actually, I'm going to cut this down just for neatness. And I square up the blocks afterwards. So that's how it should look. Don't forget on the outsides, we're going to have to do it for every single block. So we have a little seam allowance. So everything will stay together. If you don't have the seam allowance, it tends to pop open when you're doing other things and it'll ruin it.
Esther says you may have hot tamales, but she has cinnamon red hots.
Oh, man.
I'm so jealous.
Man. All right, back to McDreamy.
Oh.
McDreamy is up.
McDreamy is up. So, I like doing that so much. Let's do it again. So, placement. Make sure I get my fabrics right. There we go. There's some fancy stitching too, which is really nice. This is so in my way. It wasn't so much yesterday, but that light is in my way. All right, same thing. Make sure you pull your fabric up enough to leave a seam allowance. Whoops. I put the needle down.
No fabric chicken today?
Lynn asked me the same thing, and I'm like, I don't think I'm up for fabric chicken today.
Where's your sense of adventure?
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I think with so many appliques, I don't think I would play chicken either.
I just don't want to wreck it. It's beautiful, and if you make a mistake anywhere, it's like, I don't want to start it again. So this one, let me see if I
Sandy
can.
says no embroidery chicken.
No, I don't do it all the time. Oh, I would have been able to do it there, but no, I can't. I can't go around the camera. Back to the desk, Dawn. This is just the way it's gonna. I was thinking that I could trim it, at the machine, so we don't have to switch back and forth, but it's too difficult. There's a cute little butterfly. I'm going to do the butterfly in plaid.
Ooh.
So it should look really good. Really cute. It's a really cute design. So remember to leave your thread allowance. Now you don't have to, if you want to fix this part you can, but you don't have to, because that will be in the seams. I'm not cutting the whole thing. I'm just cutting a bit of it just to keep it neat and so
You're
nothing
almost
interferes.
going with the inside of the hoop.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the inside of the hoop is where it counts and you want to trim it nicely. And the outside is seam allowance.
Okay.
Back to the machine, Dawn.
Machine is up.
All right, thank you. And on this kind of applique, you do the outside ones first, and then these ones are going to overlap so you have a nice finish. And I like that. So even if you didn't trim this one, you could leave it. I prefer to trim it. It's still going to look good. See how much of an overlap it is? Quite a bit.
Okay.
So you have nice edges, nice finishing stuff. Oh, and I have my favorite fabric. Look how well they go together.
Oh,
I mean,
so
it's busy, but I think it looks good. So no fabric chicken. Nope, we got lots. And we got lots. So I'm just going to move it there. And I'm not, because I see a little boo-boo there. That may be perfect. Maybe.
Maybe this will be your chicken.
Oh, no chicken. No, I'm not playing chicken. Okay, that's good. Am I close to Nah.
Oh, lots of room.
Lots of room. Woo! Okay, that may be a little bit of chicken at the edge there. This is going to be hard to trim, but it would be nice if you had solid colors too. Like whoever in our group did a purple one. Purple,
Yes.
yeah, set. Dawn, back to the desk.
Desk is up.
It's just too awkward. I don't actually like trimming at the machine. It's such a struggle, like right on the machine. I know a lot of people do it, but I find it difficult to do. Now I'm going to carefully trim this part because I know I have a very light fabric for this part and it'll show through if I layer it. So I am going to trim this. Like so. And I'm going to try to make this one really neat because it's the one that's going to show. And now, raw edge applique, we're going to do some fancy stitches on it to kind of cover up, but it looks better there, I think. And just kind of hack this off. There you go. I don't care. That's in the seam. So far, so good.
Nice. Pretty.
I like it. Back to the machine, Dawn.
Machine's up.
We're such creatures of habit.
Got it. Can I have some hot tamales?
No.
No.
I'm eating your pencils.
Dawn, you're a guest at my desk. Placement for the next one. Dawn,
What?
you just made a face or made an inappropriate gesture, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
Oh. Would you tell me, Lynn?
Yes.
Okay, so the only seam allowance we have to worry about is at the bottom, so on the outside part. So no chicken.
Would 5x5 charm packs work for the first 3 blocks?
Oh yeah, for sure. They're smaller. I think there are 3. The big one here is a little bit bigger. Might be a little bit of a chicken, but they're basically 3x3-ish. So perfect time for a charm pack, I'm saying. Stitch this one down. Oh, I love the colors.
See, I could never match colors like that.
Well, you don't have to if you buy layer cakes. It's all done for you. You can match thread. Boo, boo. Now, I am going to go ahead and do placement for the next one because it should be overlapping and I have a very dark fabric. So I don't need to worry too much about these parts as long as McDreamy doesn't catch. Oh, he didn't either. But see, they have an overlap.
Yes.
And I know my dark fabric is going to cover it.
Karina's paying me to behave.
Is she?
Wow.
So, okay, that's good. Thanks, Karina. You know we need it. Make sure you leave enough for the seam allowance. And we're just going to go over there and then we're going to trim the parts that we can see all in one. And it'll save us a switch back. My desk is clearer now. I had everything laid out with all my scraps. If you were if you were doing something really light and it would show through, then get to trimming. No cheating. No cheating like me. This one's cool. I like it. So, if you look carefully, I don't know how well you guys can see it. It's this print, but in blacks, except for the leaves are green. But can you see that? It's the exact same thing. You just can't see the pattern, which is strange, but cool. Dawn, back to the desk.
Desk is up.
It kind of looks kind of crazy right now, but it'll look better.
I can see the pattern now.
Yeah, it's hard to see. Because I was like, why? I was thinking when I first looked at all the patterns, I'm like, why 2 diamonds?
Right.
But it's this, only 2 are showing up. I'm thinking, that works, doesn't it? Make sure you leave your seam allowance so you can see, because I have darker fabric, the other one doesn't show up at all.
Right.
So we'll make this one neat and tidy. It's actually really hard to see the black thread, but that's okay. I'm doing it neat enough. How's everyone doing in the chat, Dawn?
They were having a good time.
Good. Now I'm doing a light fabric here, so I am going to be careful trimming because we don't want it to show through, and we know that it's going to overlap. So we got a little bit of overlap there. That's a little bit of a time saver. If you can do it, it'll save you taking the hoop off the machine and whatnot. Now remember, our seam allowance is right here, so don't keep going. Ask me how many times I've done that. I think everyone's done that, but yes, leave our seam allowance. So we've got seam allowance here, here, here. We've got it everywhere.
All the way around.
Yep, all the way around. It makes it so much easier. Dawn, back to the machine. Maybe.
Machine is up.
Inappropriate answer. All right, here's the outline for our last block, which I'm doing in a very light color. So I didn't really measure for my applique blocks. I pulled it up in Wilcom E4 and just kind of, you can click on it and get an idea of the size. That's all I did, and then I just laid everything out to see how it would look, and I liked it.
Kim Darnell says you've taught me how to digitize. Thank you.
Oh, well, you're very welcome. Did you post any of your work in the group? Because we all love to see it. Now, don't forget about your seam allowance. I'm going to put it... This is very see-through fabric, so you can literally see everything.
Yeah.
Maybe not the greatest for
Karina
this,
says
but...
Sue's taught me too.
Yay! Oh, we have so much fun digitizing. I think Wednesdays at 2. I think that's ooh, I forgot. I was close. Good thing I didn't pull it back anymore. I was looking here, looking through, thinking I was smart. And I wasn't. Well, I almost wasn't.
Almost.
Whew. Remember what you're looking at. It seems complicated, but when it's laid out a certain way,
Yep.
and you keep an eye on the screen as to what you're doing, and remember not to cut your seam allowance, then you're good to go. That was kind of close. So I only have to trim here and here on this one. Yay! And then I still need my black on. I'm going to start doing some of the designs now. Dawn, back to the desk. So when I was placing my fabric, I was looking at this line, and this is where, I forgot the overlap. So I was placing the fabric for there, and really it's overlapped. So unintended chicken, I almost made a big mistake. Thank goodness I didn't. It just makes it harder to trim when it's too close like this. So I'm going to try to do it really nicely. And seam allowance and seam allowance, so a little bit less trimming. Ooh, I kind of frayed there. So now we're going to start doing parts of the design. There are 2 more appliques left, but we're going to do some of the fancy stuff. Detail work first. That needs to go first in an applique. So that's what we have so far. I'm thinking that is groovy. I'm thinking I just did a terrible job too. See, it's so much harder because I can't hold the fabric to get closer in, which kind of is not the greatest. I can fix it though. Always take your time. Stop rushing. I have no idea why I'm rushing. All right, back to McDreamy, Dawn.
Dreamy's up.
Yay! Okay, so some detail work. What's the heavy sigh for?
No sigh.
There's another applique that goes here. It's a flower. And another, well, the butterfly. That's how I called the whole thing.
Now, are you
Butterfly.
using a button?
Yes, there is the second flower here is a button. Actually, there's 2. So, yeah, I'll be skipping those if I remember. I'm not sure if I will. Oh, I love how... Oh, my goodness. Do you see how that placed? There's a...
Oh, wow.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Right at the flower.
That is neat. When it comes closer, I'll show you guys what I mean. Actually, you can see it a bit there.
Yep.
Isn't that cool? That was totally
You
accidental.
don't need to put a flower there now.
No, I
Just
can
one
leave
there.
it. Fussy cutting. Do you know what fussy cutting is?
No.
Okay. It is kind of fun to do. So depending on your print, like if it had flowers on it, you would cut it so the flower specifically showed up in the middle.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just taking pieces, but it's cool when you can fussy cut. So if you're doing like an oval mug rug, you can fussy cut so the inside is like, monsters or flowers instead of being cut off sort of thing. I like it. What else? Oh, just a little... Well, that's not going to show up because it's black on black, but that's okay. It's only like 5 stitches or something. Oh, okay. Next applique, and I'll be able to show you guys what we were talking about if you couldn't see it, that the position of the flower on the print is perfectly done to what I stitched, and it was just purely by accident. Isn't that cool?
Awesome.
It just happened to be, but I think we're gonna do the applique flower, and I picked dark so I can put a bright button on it.
Happy accident.
It is. It's about to go though.
Aww.
Yeah, I know. It's a happy accident. I've had happier, mind you, but it's still good. Don't have to worry about overlap. I like this. I thought that would be cute for a flower, and then I'm going to put like a bright yellow button on it, probably. Something like that. Do-do-do-do. My happy
Jackie
tunes.
Cheek says nice going, Sue.
What, for my placement? Can we go back to the desk, Dawn?
Yep, desk is up.
Well, I can't prove it anymore, but it is there. Now, I don't have to worry which way my scissors are going. Although I will say, when you use dark fabric and dark thread, it's pretty hard to do.
Especially when it's a circle and not a straight line.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but if you look different ways, you can see it, and you can feel it a bit with your scissors. But it's pretty easy to go over. See, I can see them a little bit. There we go. Now, what color do you want, Lynn, for the outside stitches of the flower?
The outside stitches?
Yeah, the fancy stitches, because this is raw edge applique. So we need something to, you know, cover up the raw edge.
Yellow?
Yellow? Okay. Dawn, back to the machine.
She does.
I think yellow or burgundy or green even would look good. So, Lynn says yellow. We are going
Yellow.
to change the thread. Are you just popping in to say yellow, Dawn?
No, everybody-
Yellow.
everybody
Everyone's-
in the group saying yellow too.
All right. That's actually fun when we do that. It's the choice of the people what color.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of fun doing that. Maybe we could do a little more on this one because I didn't actually plan out any colors, just the fabric. I do know I want lots of yellow because the yellow stands out so much.
And you pulled your thread the way that you were.
You pull the thread in the direction that it normally goes. If you pull it, it seems like you should pull it from here and pull it out,
Right.
but that's backwards.
Okay.
And you have a good chance of messing up the tension.
So pull it towards you.
Yeah, pull it to keep it going in the path that it's going on. It's just no-show mesh. Just it's light and soft. Definitely a cutaway, whatever kind you guys have. Pink for the flower. I only have burgundies picked out. Although I guess I'm gonna have to get a red for the bug, but maybe a burgundy bug would do. All right, our last applique happening, and it is our butterfly. So I'm gonna leave it as yellow because that's what I'm gonna be using. Because the fabric I selected is the green that matches everything. So butterfly, he's kind of cute, this butterfly. He stands out a little bit. He's about to stand out more though.
So if you don't have no-show mesh, just any cutaway.
Any cutaway, yeah, you have to use cutaway. It is better because you want to support your stitches. Even if it's a wall hanging, you're going to wash it sometime. You want to support your stitches so everything stays nice. So hopefully I did that right. It's hard to see. My big puffy hands in front. Sorry guys, my hands are really puffy today. I have been using a cutaway. Yes, it's better. Some people I think might use tearaway, but I think the mesh is nice because it's soft and it doesn't add any, you know, bulk to your design. You want it to be soft and flexible.
Okay.
You can get, there's like a gazillion forms of everything. So cutaway, you can get different thicknesses, and they're not all nice. I will say that. They're not all nice. Dawn, back to the desk.
Desk is up.
Last time, ooh. Some of the cutaway is, like Dawn uses really, really thick stuff. And I wouldn't use it for something like this because by the time you're done, it'd be stiff.
Okay.
Like, and no drape or bend or anything to it. So,
I'm glad I'm not cutting all that today.
No, I should have offered you some though, but they were all kind of awkward. They're all different. And the circle
They
one.
got off easy.
This,
I did.
I want Lynn to do more though. I want to get her into this. We got to talk her into embroidery. She's not sure yet. I'm gonna use the Disney designs on McDreamy and make something for Lynn because she likes Mickey Mouse. So I'm gonna make a Lynn Mickey Mouse and a Mr. Mickey Mouse, and it'll be silly.
Then I'll be game.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, it's always got to be silly. Life is about being silly. So, okay, this one's going better. Now, there's no more appliques. We're just going to be watching it stitch, which is awesome. All the finishing touches. The first finishing touches. Oh, I love that. I love that fabric. Yeah, wow, plaid. I must do my nails like that.
Who would have thought?
I know. It's amazing what you learn, huh? All right, back to the machine, Dawn.
McDreamy's up.
You know what? Oh, hit the camera with the hoop. That's the first time I've ever done that. Well,
Oops.
I know. No, that's not a... You see the screen? There's a slight delay. But what I like is that this color of green is exactly this color of green, so it brings it together. This is almost it, the black, but not quite. So, okay, now for our pretty stitches.
Everybody's saying Lynn needs to get her embroidery mojo going. She'll love it.
She's trying. She's just very, I wouldn't say hesitant, but, you know, here in Canada, you can't spend just $500 for a machine. It costs, the cheapest one I think is $1,000. So, I don't know. She's gonna decide. I keep showing her how much fun everything is and the things
It's
that
a
you...
lot of fun.
Yeah, and the things you can create in the hoop, like the wall hangings, the skull one I did for you.
How do you feel when you're done?
Yeah.
Yes, true. Very
Pretty
true.
darn proud. Especially for something like this. And of course, you don't have to sit and stitch this all in one day. A lot of times for big projects, like I've got the Anita Goodesign Halloween ones, there is a lot of work in those. And I would just do one a day.
Okay.
And McDreamy is quiet enough you can do whatever you want and still hear the machine. Like,
Right.
I usually, if I'm doing something, I'll watch something on my iPad while I'm stitching, or I listen to a book. When you're working on Ragnar, which is the 10 needle,
He's noisy.
that's why I don't use them a whole lot for these videos, because it's, the one time I did it for an hour in an emergency situation, my voice was hoarse by the end of it. I'm like, well then. So pretty. Now, I didn't cut it perfectly, but it goes over enough with the running stitches that it looks amazing. Amazing.
Pretty.
All
I
right,
like that.
so if you look here on McDreamy, it
Okay.
tells you the color on the light, and it tells you right here we're doing the leaves. So if you don't know what that is, sometimes that happens.
Okay.
It's the green leaves right here.
Oh,
So
okay.
you know what
So
you're
now we
doing.
Need to go to green.
Now we need to go to green. It's cool. McDreamy tells you everything you need to know. Pretty much. And you set up the colors. I don't often change them on McDreamy because it's a little bit different than a multi-needle. I sometimes do, though. I go ahead and set it up in the software. You can do it right at McDreamy. He has a design center and you can change everything. They actually do quite a bit. Like, it's surprising how much you can do without software on these machines. It's pretty cool. All right, there we go. Now we're stitching leaves. The other indication is this here. It shows you the colors and the breakdown of the colors, and you can skip ahead by just dragging it, sort of thing. It's kind of neat. What are you giggling at, yo?
Shannon Market says, then you can have my Janome 200 eads 4x4. Give you something to start with.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
What's a Janome?
Just a different brand. Like, he's a brother.
Okay.
And there's Baby Lock. We actually have a Baby Lock dealer in town. So Baby Lock and Brother are kind of close. They have different names, but I guess they make them. It's something like they make them at the same plant, but it's two different companies. So you can get different sizes. You can get the Baby Lock McDreamy, and it's called something else.
Okay.
Yeah, it's neat. We've always just had Brother and Baronin. So, multi-needles. I had zero need for a single needle. I love McDreamy, though. It was a bit crazy to buy a single needle, but I like it because I can think. I was so used to being drowned out by... Because we have like 5 downstairs.
Yes.
Having all 5 going is... You can't hear anything ever. So what's next? We need to switch to...
Burgundy?
Burgundy, but I don't know if I'm going to do burgundy. I think I'm going to go back to yellow. I don't think the burgundy is going to show up enough on that. Janet, thank you very much. Every little bit helps, you guys. I forgot to say at the beginning to remember to share this video from YouTube. Even if you share it just onto your timeline, it still counts. Every little share counts. You know, get your friends to subscribe to the channel. We have lots going on. That helps too. The more attention you guys pay to the channel, the more attention YouTube will pay. And it works out really well. Then I can keep doing fun stuff and adding more fun stuff. I would really like to add another day at some point. I haven't decided when or anything, but thank you very much for the donations. Everything helps. A lot of people had fun with the Be Happy. That's awesome to see. I love all the ones that people did. And they had the yellow fabric and different kinds. Some people did a motif stitch over it. I used yellow and orange kind of fabric, which was what I had. That was sent to me by Dillis, which is wonderful. Just fun stuff. Any new people today? That's a very good question, Sandy. We always, all of us, we love to see new people in the chat. 154, yeah, that's pretty good. I need to find some pre-cuts. Nothing is grabbing my attention. Well, I'll tell you what, head over to Missouri Star. A lot of stuff got my attention. I've been searching ever since Blueprint decided they were gonna stop doing the fabric. I was a bit lost, and I massively searched for the layer cakes and the grouped fabrics and the fat quarters. Finally, I found Missouri Star, and man, they got nice stuff. They really do. The blues, Christmas and winter, with all different shades of blues, it was like amazing.
So like heaven.
Oh, they're beautiful. I had to really control myself because I could have spent way too much US dollars there. And I just want to see what it's like. I got quite used to Blueprint's fabric, but I guess that ship has sailed, so there's nothing else. Missouri Star and Jordan Fabrics are tops. Alright, I didn't check out Jordan Fabrics. The reason why I chose Missouri Star is because they offer a flat rate shipping to Canada of $10. And that is a find, because fabric is heavy. So I think that'll save me a ton of money on shipping and make up for the exchange. So I will have to look at Jordan Fabrics and see what they say. Just when you order like $200 in US in fabric and the shipping is $70, that it's
Wow.
yeah, and it happens at different places. I'm not going to name names or anything, but I always kind of watch for that. Hopefully Missouri Star will send my stuff. We'll do an unboxing when it gets here and see. That's a good deal. Yeah, I know. I'm very happy with that for a good deal. But those companies are great. Awesome. Catarizina? How do you say that, Lynn? Take a guess. I know. Katie? It's not quite Katie.
Catarizina?
Shab? Thank you very much for the donation. Sorry, I can't.
If we pronounce it wrong, we're sorry.
Yes, I apologize for that. Thank you very much. It's probably gorgeous, the name, when you say it properly. I'm sure Karina will send me a video, as she always does, telling me how to pronounce stuff and making sure that it's okay. So, apologies. Great to have you with us. Yeah, new people is awesome. The shipping was almost the same price as the fabric. Didn't buy it.
Ouch.
I know. Fabric is heavy, is the thing. Like a box of fabric, it's heavy. So that's what I looked for. I got pretty much free shipping, and on top of that, it was Canadian dollars for Blueprint. So that's why I stuck with them. They charge my credit card in Canadian, and that makes a big difference. It's just nicer. You're welcome. You were very close. Yeah, awesome. That's good. I always feel bad. I mean, my name is Sue Brown. You can't spell it wrong. You can't pronounce it wrong. It's pretty, it's pretty basic.
My name always gets spelled wrong.
Lynn? Yeah, there's more than one way to spell it. I mean, could you spell Sue wrong? No. So we're kind of spoiled for that. I'm glad I was close. That's good. The only time I don't mind is when I buy from a certain place for Japanese fabric. Yeah, that's a whole different ballgame, though. That's a beautiful fabric, different than, the quilter's cotton. I'm not talking about anything fancy. Although I do say I was looking on my research and I saw fabric, and it was a Canadian store, because that would be easy, and it was $27 a meter. And a meter is pretty close to a yard. $27. Wow. I didn't buy it.
That's a good fabric.
It wasn't anything special. It wasn't like quilter's cotton, but
Better have gold flakes in it.
I know. Real gold flakes. I know. Ooh, another donation. Pat, thank you very much, Pat. We appreciate it. It's awesome. But yeah, fabric for us here in Canada is difficult to find, and it doesn't look like we'll be going into the States anytime soon. Because sometimes we do that. We did that especially when we went to Anita Goodesign. Time of my life. Yes. Seeing Anita Goodesign and getting the tour, meeting Taylor, and meeting Lane. We always say hi to them on the videos. And then the shopping at Joann's.
Joann's Fabrics?
Yes. I almost didn't make it. It's like Michael's in a fabric store all squished together. And I was like, wow, there was so much to see. I was like a kid in a candy store.
Too, is pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah?
For $27 a meter, did it come with free shipping? That's a negative. Nope. I scrolled on and went to another place because I'm like, wow, that is spectacular. Okay, I'm liking the yellow on this, going back to it. I like the yellow with the dark background. And this one looks good too. I'll do a burgundy flower maybe, or something. 147, what, Sarah? People? All right, my iPad doesn't update.
Got 163.
163 people, I know. It's getting up there. Oh, good. the button design is going to be yellow, which perfectly matches the outside, which is going to look really good on the dark fabric. So, learning to match colors, we should go through it one day. You have a color wheel, and there's a way of learning it.
Okay.
Some people are
Where is it?
born with it. What?
Where's your color wheel?
Well, never mind. I'm not doing it right now.
Well,
Jeez Louise.
just do your stitching over there.
Lynn, go smack him. Lynn.
Hey.
There she goes.
Ow.
Ow. It didn't hurt.
You did.
She's tiny, you big
hurt.
baby. You big
Sad. You
baby.
made sad happen.
She
Oh.
gave me her permission.
Jeez, man. Looks gold on the screen. Yeah, it's yellow. I could turn on the oh, I unplugged it.
Nerf gun.
Yes, everybody knows that by now. Someone sent me an email asking me what is a Nerf battle. I'm like, Nerf gun that's duct taped underneath my desk and always ready to shoot Dawn. It's not a real gun, it's a kid's toy gun. Nobody can be that surprised that I play with kids' toys.
Oh, see, I like that. Really, really, really pretty.
I think that's really pretty. So, thread color change. And I'm going to do the brighter... Jeez, my big fluffy hand's in the way. I'm going to use the brighter of the two burgundies. I think it's this one. I should rewrap my thread. Lynn's cleaning up my my task because I just throw everything and deal with it after when we're filming. So we have Nerf battles all the time. Sandy, I knew there was a reason why you are so awesome. Don, when I met Don, he had a literal arsenal of Nerf stuff. And I was like, yep, let's do this. That's cool. He had more than I did, actually.
Way to go, Dawn.
I have a little
The
knot.
rifle's always ready to go by the machines.
It's true. Armed and dangerous. Nerf-wise. I think the hounds... I'm having technical difficulties here. Alright, I got it. There we go. Had a little knot in my thread that would have broken my needle had I continued. So, brighter burgundy. There we go. I still don't have the Tommy gun Nerf gun. I require that one someday. They got really expensive. Or I grew up a little bit, maybe. No.
Never grow up.
No. So there we go. At our Joann's is open, allowing 150 in at a time. Yeah. I have Nerf ammo everywhere in the house. Isabel! Yes! The cats steal the ammo and hide it under the furniture.
That's what I was laughing at.
That's the only problem with it. You can, if you're far enough away, you don't want to hurt anybody, but Odie used to jump for it. Odie's our older wiener dog, so if you fire it off to the side, I would never point it right at him. It's cute. The batteries don't last long. I know, but it's fun.
The ones you don't need batteries for.
Yeah, Maverick.
Yep.
Maverick is the gun that I have. I should say it properly. The Nerf gun. I won't get demonetized for saying that word, will I?
I think so.
I'm just gonna say Nerf from now on. So, my kids didn't grow up with Nerf. Mine did. I think I probably woke up my kids with Nerf pistols or whatever. It's hard not to say that word, but I don't want to get demonetized, so I should get one for my cat. Yeah, Chris, it's fun, but I'm a big kid. I like to have fun. I work hard, and we don't go out and party. We don't do anything like that. I ride my Harley, and I act like a kid, so that's it. Right, Don?
Yep.
All right, now we're finally going to stitch out the bug. You know what? Burgundy and the yellow looks great,
Yes.
too. I actually like it. And there's burgundy and yellow again. It's a pretty little
Misha
flow.
says you have to say pew pews.
Pew pews.
Pew.
Maybe PewDiePie will not like that though. Pew pew PewDiePie.
I'm pretty sure you're not on PewDiePie's radar.
I don't think I'm on PewDiePie's radar. I know. I buy Nerf stuff for my grown-up kids. Yup. Yep. I buy Lego and craft thingies for my grown-up kids. Legos. We got Beatrice a huge Lego for Christmas. And it was the Millennium Falcon. It's huge.
Yes, I saw it.
Awesome.
Holy. It's huge. And on the Christmas card on the tag, I put, don't poop your pants when you see what this is. And Bee's like, what? Yeah, she almost did poop her pants, I swear. I can lend you my grandnephew's Nerf stuff. Yeah, Nerf is fun, I'm telling you. It's the most fun you can have.
Yes.
Super soakers. When we had a pool, we played with those. That is a lot of fun. The dogs dash hounds don't like to get wet, the majority of them,
Okay.
so they would get all upset about it. Not sure what the hounds would think. We haven't tried any of that.
Oh.
Tried Bubbles. Bubbles
Spray
is...
'em with the hose then.
No.
Oh. Please like and share. Thank you, Alicia. You're right. Like and share. If everybody shared, we could rock this out. Ooh, we're going to get burgundy and yellow again.
Yay.
Nice.
Lovely. There's words and a heart on this one. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, that's awesome. That's awesome. So I'm still using the same fabric pack and the same threads for all of them. Oh, yeah, that's pretty, isn't it?
Yes, that's very, very pretty.
Oh, I love it. Well, they had burgundy and then red as the design, but the designers do it one way and you can change
Yes.
it up. Like if you wanted to make this to match your house, just pick the fabric, pick the threads, plus a black and a white,
Yeah.
and everything will match, and you just kind of incorporate it into the blocks like I've done. It's fantastic. Fantastic. So this is a blue color, and it is the flower here, which I may skip, and then a heart here. So I'm going to switch back to yellow, because I think we're almost done with the burgundy. Because I don't want to do, I can do here burgundy, but I don't want to do here burgundy. Maybe I'll do that. Let's go. Decisions. It's fun when you make them on the fly, though. I'll be putting buttons over everything. I'll have it stitch out anyways, just
Okay.
so we know placement. They leave the middles of it open, so it'll be easy to sew on a button. I just haven't done it yet. I'm trying to use one layer cake as well to see what it looks like and get out of my comfortable zone. Yeah, good for you. Trying to do it weekly. Yep. Challenge yourself, and embroidery will never get boring. There's so many things you can do with it. I did end up adding this color as a block because the backgrounds on one, it happened to be too busy, and I didn't have enough fabric, so I just added a light color. I think it needed it, and I think it looks better. But other than that, same layer cake. There's still a lot of fabrics I haven't used yet, too. So, it's just gonna
Burgundy
stitch.
button, that's cute.
What's that?
The burgundy button.
Burgundy
is cute.
button. I don't think this is gonna show up very well, but it might. I can always go back. You can, if you don't like this, you can go back and change the color because it's not going to be too dense. It's not a
Okay.
terrible thing. But I'm just kind of thinking it's going to show up just enough because it's not exactly the same color as this.
Right.
It's a little bit lighter. And you know what? I think it's fine. You can't, it stitches underlay first to give it a good foundation, and then these are cover stitches, and that's what it's going to end up looking like. I like it. I like it. It's a little more pinky. It's a little more pinky. Legoland in the Mall of America. No, a mall. Yes. I've never been to Legoland.
Neither have I.
I watched on a video they made a life-size Doctor Who TARDIS out of Lego. Oh, so awesome. They are seriously clever. I was gonna do black for the heart, but I didn't think that was cool. You don't really want a black heart.
That shows up.
It does, and I like it because it's, you know, it shows, but it's not out of the color range that I've chosen. So it still always matches. There we go. Now we're back to black, and we're going to do a little bit more detail work. We're almost done, kind of. I hit the camera twice. Sorry, Karina. I did. I just lightly bumped it. The delay, you'll be able to see what I did. So we need some black spots on our Ladybug, or in England you say Ladybird. Disney World has an awesome Lego store, and Legoland is awesome too. Yeah, that's one of my dreams. First of all, Disney. Second of all, Lego. I'm there. I would love to. When I went, and it was 25 years ago, I guess, I went with someone who didn't really appreciate the big kid in me.
That's right.
And yeah, and I saw the Muppets, and it was the coolest thing ever. And they had an Indiana Jones display thing going on. It was cool. I know. What fun.
I think I went back about 5-6 years ago.
Oh, that would be awesome. I saw Sweetums, life-size Sweetums.
Okay.
And I was sitting in a room, like in a presentation room, where it was a show, I guess. And I was like, Sweetums! And I said it a little bit too loud, and all the kids looked at me, and I'm like, what? You don't know who Sweetums is? He's awesome. It's a character, a Muppet character. It's a lot of Lego. There's a Legoland in Detroit. Oh, I didn't know that. Detroit is...
Market says there's a Star Wars themed hotel in Florida.
Oh. Wow, really?
That'd be cool.
That would be fun. Miss Beatrice would like it. I'd have to give her the Han Solo. Han Solo room. She's upstairs. Grown kids are the best part. Are the best. Yeah.
I'm never grown up.
No, I'm never grown up. Why
We're
would I?
Toys R Us kids.
Not anymore. Toys R Us is gone.
No.
Yeah.
We don't have Toys R Us.
That store was awesome. I love that.
I actually tried not to go too often because it was so awesome. That's where I used to get my bubble machines. I buy a bubble machine every year for playing outside because the dachshunds like it. And, you know, me too. A gazillion bubbles. Okay. I forgot to hit okay, and he beeps at me. Fine. We were just doing underlay, so we should be okay. I think it'll be good. It's a cute little bug he's doing. So far, I love everything that is done. I think it's great. The next thing it's going to do is the little detail work in the leaves. So that's right there, Lynn.
Okay.
And then it's going to do... oh, it skipped it. Oh, it's just in a different order. So it's going to do a few little stitches there on the buttons. Hardly even worth it, but still makes it look cute, I guess. And then the burgundy one. But I'm going to be putting cute buttons over it. See, you can even see it on the iPad, the burgundy heart.
Yes.
Yeah, don't be afraid to try new things. If this didn't work, when it started doing the cover stitches, I would be able to tell. And then you can just stop the machine, change the color, go back a little bit. and you wouldn't notice the difference. I stayed at a hotel across from Legoland in Carlsbad, but it went to the beach and the San Diego Zoo. The beach would be awesome. Maybe not now. We're having the heat wave still here in Ontario, Canada, and it's been pretty warm.
It's darn tootin' hot.
It's darn tootin' hot. We like to exercise our animals, and we really can't do that a whole lot because the pavement is too hot for them. I refuse to grow up too. It's hard to be an adult. Well, I do have my adult moments and pay the mortgage and pay the bills and work. But the rest of the time, nah.
Exactly.
I've retained my childhood imagination, and that's what makes me a big kid. I still have a lot of adults lose it when they, are faced with adulting.
Yes.
But I still have a huge imagination. So,
Get out of there.
Dawn is stealing some hot tamales.
No, I'm not.
Thief. Should have turned the camera. Sue, you will have to come to Florida. I am 7 miles from the beach and just Alright, you're on. Oh my god. And just a couple of hours from Disney World.
Perfect.
Really?
Go stay with Misha.
Misha.
Am I invited?
Yes.
Somebody's gonna drive us to the airport.
Yes, for sure. I think that would be a ton of fun, Misha. When we can go traveling. The first place, though, that we're going to plan for well in advance is Vegas. Still excited about that. Sue, are you going to show us how to put it together? I sure am. I'm not the greatest at it, so you can struggle with me, but I will definitely show you guys my beginner tricks to sew them together properly, because you have to take your time with it. So it won't be like a huge class on it, but what are you laughing at?
Shannon Margaret says, "Oh my God, my son heard the hot tamales and came running in."
That's awesome. Jeez.
You're welcome.
So that's lettering, so I need to change to yellow.
Oh, and Karina's giving me heck because she paid me to lay off the hot tamales.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
she donated so you would stop? Usually you get a coffee. No, we have no self-control. Do we need to send you some hot tamales, Karina? Because we can,
yeah, once they come back to the
They're
stores.
hard to find.
Oh.
Why is candy hard to find?
Now you see why I bought 9 boxes
9?
the last time.
And she shared,
And I shared.
which was awesome.
Yeah, I
Janet Nelson. Wow, thank you very much. That's awesome. I put yellow back in, by the way. I want more yellow. I wish I had the pale yellow to go behind there. So that's some lettering, and I really want it to show up, so I took out the black, because the black is not going to show up.
No.
And they're gorgeous stitches. Wow. Thank you. Yes, for sure. Don Brown causing trouble today. He is kind of troublesome, isn't he? I know.
And I even slapped him.
I know. Just on the shoulder. There's no physical abuse or anything
gosh,
like
no.
that.
I liked it.
You guys are bound and determined to get me demonetized. Please. You're the best, Lynn. So beautiful. So there's a little flower that's going to stitch here. And then we have the fancy stitches on all the blocks. I have all my blocks done. I need help putting it together. I think we have a couple more to do. I want to do the house one, and there's another one with hearts. And then I have to figure out what another one. Sashing or no sashing? I am not going to put sashing. Why? Because it's hard to do. No, I don't know. I have my AccuQuilt. I can cut perfect things. That's part of it. So, I think it'll be fun to put them together. Like I said, I'll show you guys my tricks. I am definitely not a professional sewer. So people with experience will, know a little bit more than me, but, I can show you guys how to do it. Schulz Art, thank you very much. From the other Sandy. I love how she does that.
See, she's got a good sense of humor.
Yep, from the other Sandy. I like that. That is funny. Having a sense of humor is everything, I think.
Yeah, the Norseman's here. He's going to save the day.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what is he going to save? You, I guess.
He's on my side.
Just automatically he's on your side. Jeez. Look at that heart, is so cute with the little stitches on it.
That.
I like that look. So, a yellow flower. And then
Oh, they're ratting me out. That's not nice.
to who?
They're telling the Norseman that I've been bad today.
Well, they don't lie.
Norseman is in the chat. We have so much fun in the chat, I'm telling ya. It's so much fun.
It's almost like when you hear McDreamy do his little tune at the end of it. It's like, oh no, it's all done.
It's all
Now we
done.
gotta wait another week.
I know. Janet Nelson, thank you very much. I'm a newbie at all this. Well, I think I saw you in the OML Embroidery University group. So ask any questions. We go through everything. I show you everything that I can. There's like 600 videos for you to learn from. Okay, so I'm gonna do yellow across here, fancy stitches. Just because I really think it's gonna look good. And then maybe black here. It's only gonna take a minute. Oh, it didn't show very much. I still like it.
Is it gonna go back?
I don't know. I didn't look at it. Yep, it is. Whew. Okay, because it makes it a bit thicker. And that looks really pretty. I like it. Doesn't show up as much on the lighter fabric, but you can still see it on here. Beautiful. Oh, it's gonna do it again. Oh, it's gonna do it down. Okay, yep, I like it. Took a minute. Gotta watch it go along. Please share on the Facebook site. Yes, sharing is caring, as we say, and we want to keep this going. We hit 30,000 subs last week.
Congratulations.
Isn't that awesome? The ultimate goal is 100,000 subs, so I can get a little
Almost
award.
a third of the way.
Nice.
Yeah, so a third of the way. Rock it out. Yellow. I'm gonna do yellow again. Sorry about all the yellow, but I'm loving it.
Yes.
Sunshine happy. That looks so pretty. And it's such a simple stitch. I love how they went over it a couple times.
Almost looks like railroad tracks.
Almost, yeah. They all have names. You can make your own motif stitches. That's one of my favorite
really?
things to do. So I do like an open letter L with Lynn in it. And it'll stitch Lynn, 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 Lynn.
Oh, I know the satin stitch.
Yeah, satin stitch is fun. I'll have to show you all this. Oh, look what I'm gonna do. Yellow again. And I'll do black down here. So everyone...
We have 30.1 thousand.
Oh, that's good.
Beautiful.
I'm really happy with that. I want OML Embroidery, the YouTube channel, just to be like #1 in YouTube for embroidery. I think it would be awesome. The bigger we get, the more I can do.
Yes.
Which is a nice way of looking at it. And it's, all the class. Oh, I could add another class. Ooh, that would be nice. All right, I'm switching colors here. I think the yellow candle wicking is gorgeous. The yellow and the black is gorgeous, so I'm going to put on black. And this is the last thing we're stitching. Thank you, Lynn.
Cindy's in the house.
Cindy King?
King.
Yay,
Hi,
Cindy!
Cindy.
We're talking, we have hot tamales going on, Cindy. Cindy likes candy. She posts pictures of her chana and candy, different kinds. She had cotton.
My
She
kind of
never
gal.
shares though. She just shares pictures.
She lives in a different country, Dawn.
I don't know how that matters.
Okay.
What
Jeez.
country?
States.
Oh,
Still a different country. I know we're right beside them. But still. Variegated would look good. Yeah, you know what? You know what else would be really, really good looking on this in some places would be a variegated thread. So variegated means it changes colors.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can use it. Do you mean, oh yeah, they're talking about it. Yeah, variegated. Sue, what about variegated? Yeah, you know what? I think it would look fantastic. So you just have to be careful where you use variegated thread, because if it's in lettering, it's actually really cute. It looks like stripes.
Okay.
The way the satin stitches go back and forth, it'll end up in stripes.
Okay.
Yeah, which is really neat. For something like these fancy stitches, it would look amazing. It would look amazing. But I didn't add it into my project bin, so maybe I'll do another one. Yes, she has to share some candy, the Norseman. You're way, way far away, Norseman. We're still going to come and visit you one day, though. You and Karina. Just for fun. And, ready? Just wait till he does his little dance here. Back to the middle. Guess what that is? The happy notes.
Yay.
Happy dance.
All right, back to the dust, Dawn. Yes, I know. McDreamy is very beepy today.
Wow.
So, starting from an empty hoop and picking my project colors on the fly, I love how this has turned out.
So gorgeous.
I think the black is really nice in here,
Yes.
and the yellow. Yellow and this plaid is just,
Fabulous.
and the green as well. So this was an amazing block. I love how it turned out. I'm really happy. You guys, thanks for watching. McDreamy was very happy today. He usually is. He's pretty good. We have 185 people watching. Alicia says, I love your block. Yeah, black used, other than Halloween stuff, it can be quite beautiful. And I've never been a fan of yellow, but I'm loving the yellow. It's just a pale yellow. The flower's gorgeous. So
Looks
contrasting.
They look
Yeah,
like flower stitches.
kind of, yeah. They are. That's candle wicking,
Okay.
which is an old hand-done stitch
Okay.
that they've made into it. It's not, I think it's just light candle wicking, but stars. Yeah, it's pretty. Should move it up a bit more. Bright colors. Oh, I love it. So next week, Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to have a Q&A on digitizing. So be there, be square. Last time we did a Q&A, it was fantastic. We talked a lot about pool compensation. So get your questions that you had from last time forward. On Saturday, the new dime door that's what we're going to be stitching. I'm so
Yay!
excited. And Sunday, we will do the house block. So I'll get all the graphics done for that and put that up. But that's what we're heading for next week. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. I really like it a lot. It's awesome. So get stitching your blocks. Make sure you post them up on the OML Embroidery University Facebook group, which is a backup to this channel. So if you have any questions, we will be there to help you out. Isabel says, thank you, Sue, Dawn, and Lynn. So far, this is my favorite block. Thank you all. You guys rock. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.